What's up, guys? This is Chris with Wiseman Creation. So today we're going to be working with the Cricut Maker 3. It's the newest Cricut Maker. It's the newest line that just came out not long ago. So what we're going to do, I'm going to show you guys how to upload your own image into the Cricut design space. And that way, you can basically take almost any image as long as as long as it's not too detailed in the background, you can usually work with it. I've got a bunch of SVGs. There's a few websites you can go to get them off of. Other than websites, there's a couple of Facebook groups also for Cricut. They do a bunch of SVG dumps where they just post a bunch of them. You can save them from there and put them on your computer and then put them into your design space. So what we're going to do, you're going to go to upload right down here in the bottom left corner. Once you click on the design space, it should bring you into this page here, the first page where, like your canvas. So down here on the bottom left, you want to look in where it says upload. You want to click upload. It'll bring you to this page here. From this page, you want to click the upload image, and then you want to browse your files. I've got mine saved. Let me see. Sticker SVG, and I'm gonna do one of these pretty simple ones. Let me see which one I want. Okay, so I'm going to do this. And over here, once you click your file, guys, you have a simple, a moderately complex, and complex. So basically, this is pertaining to the background of the image. If it's a simple background, you want to go with simple. If it's kind of, not a very light in the background, you want to go to moderately. If it's very complex in the background, then you want to go with complex. This one, what you click here, it decides how the image comes out. Because on the next page, what you're about to see, you have to basically get rid of the background. So it basically tells the design space whether you need to get rid of a lot or a little bit. So this one isn't bad, so I'm going to go ahead and just pretty much click simple. And then once you click simple, you just down here in the bottom right, you press continue. So once I do that, basically over here, it says select and erase. And then it just says click on the area of the image you want to remove. And then you can use advanced options also. So what I'm going to do, because it's not very much, if you come over here where your mouse cursor is, because it's not a whole lot in the background, I can click here and it turns the background like that. And basically everything now that's purple is whereas, that tells the machine that, that you don't want to cut that. So anything that's white, you want to go ahead and make purple. So in between each of the letters, you want to make that purple. That way the machine knows that it doesn't need to cut that. That way it'll come out exactly like it's supposed to. Now sometimes you do have to go up here on the right side and press zoom in, because if you look right here, like on this one where the R is, in between that little thing there, it's not actually done out. So you want to get close enough so you can actually click inside there to make sure that that's done. Same thing over here and here. And once you've got those completely like purple and white, pretty much like a checkerboard. So once you've got that done, then what you want to do is you just go down here to continue. It'll show you your image. If you wanted to do a print then cut, then you would click this side. If not, then you would click over here But what I'm gonna do, it didn't get it very good, so I'm gonna go ahead and go back, and I'm gonna zoom in a bit more so that I can go ahead and click along the area here, and that way I can get it to bleep it out. And the same thing here. Oh, went too far. Now if you do this, guys, like this, where it literally wipes it all out, you can simply go up here to the top right corner and press undo, and it'll undo the very last thing that you touched. So undo, and you're back to good, back to the image before. You can zoom in pretty good with it. Zooming in is always recommended. It definitely works a lot better. It gets you a lot closer, so you can get a lot better, a finer point pretty much to be able to clean the image up. So once I do that, let me see. Alright, so it looks like this side is still not wanting to cooperate with me. So I'm going to zoom in very closely, and I'm just going to touch all around here. Oh, too close. Take that out. And see, guys, sometimes the smallest bit makes the difference. Like just the tiniest bit. It will make the difference between all of this coming out as black, or whether it's actually going to have the circle in there that's, like you need it to be. Which is why you really, really want to pay attention to your, to your image whenever you put it in there. Once you're done with it, you really want to pay attention to what it looks like before you just press continue, because it's a little hard to see on the camera, but if you actually are doing it on your computer, then you can see where the smallest amounts are actually coming out of this. So you just want to go around, get the as much out as you can. It can be tedious at times. Definitely can be tedious. But it's worth it in the long run. Once you know that you've got the, you've got it completely cleaned out and you don't have any more issues with it, then, it's just worth it. It makes it look a lot better. It's a lot cleaner, and you don't have to worry about going back later and trying to trim out some stuff, or whatever the case is. So, it just kind of works out a lot more if you do it like that. Sometimes if you click it, I don't know if you can see this, guys, but actually you can. Right there around the black right there, if you click around, like click the whole thing to where it blacks it out, it kind of gives you a good, go off of to be able to tell what's supposed to be there and what's not. Because with this middle, you just want to take that whole black line out of there in the middle. That way when it cuts it, it'll cut it out just, like a circle like it's supposed to be. So you just want to get real close with that. And go all around. I thought this was going to be a pretty simple image, so that's why I clicked it. But it looks like these two spots are wanting to be pretty difficult on me. But it's alright, we'll get it. Like I said, guys, it's just more about taking your time, making sure you got it right. And as you can see, the line's almost gone, just the last little bit there. There is also an eraser that you can use. If you click over here in this corner where it says right there, the one in the middle, that's an actual eraser where you just hold the mouse down and kind of scribble across it, which actually erases everything that it comes in contact with, which isn't that bad, but it you know, it'll definitely erase the entire image if you're not careful. But the good thing about it is, if you do something wrong, you can always press the good old undo button and it'll go right on back to the way it was before, and you don't have to worry about it at all. So I'm just gonna look over it, make sure everything looks right, undo it, and I'm gonna zoom out. And that's what it looks like. So I'm going to press continue. Now I can actually see a hole there. Let me see here. Alright, so now we're alright. So once you get to this point, once you've completely cleaned it up to where it's completely clean, you're happy with it, everything looks good, this side here on the right side, you can print that, then cut it, or on the left side, you can just cut the image, which is what I tend to do. I don't like to print it first, I always do the cut image. So you would just click that, and then go down here in the bottom right corner where it says upload, you'll click upload, and you'll see your image right here, and recent uploads, it'll stay right there as long as you need it. You can click it and then press, once you click on that, come down here in the bottom right, press insert, and once you insert it, and there's your image. So right there, you can size it, you can do whatever you want with it. You know, you can basically whatever. You know, if you need to resize, well, I'm sorry guys, I closed it out. I was trying to make it bigger. You know, if you need it resized, then you can resize it. If you want it bigger, smaller, whatever, you know, however you want it, then you know, then basically you know how to do it from there. You just get it to the right size, come up here in the top right corner and press make it, and then from there you just kind of follow it out. And then of course you cut your vinyl, blah 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 blah. I'm sure you already know all of that. If you don't, I will be doing a video here in a minute that will actually be uploaded right behind this one, just to kind of give you the basics of you know, of how to do a first project type of thing, something simple. So if you need that, please like, comment, subscribe, check my page for more videos, and I appreciate you guys watching.